counting down the minutes till it's Tuesday. Another day back on my feet. I'm fighting every minute till the weekend, so I can live it up and do it all again and again. Friday we go dive, Saturday we ride, Sunday party and let's call it a perfect weekend. Friday we go dive, Saturday we ride, Sunday party and let's call it a perfect weekend. Wednesday, and I can't wait to get away. I'm counting down the minutes till it's Thursday. I'm holding on for one more day. I'm fighting every minute till the weekend, so I can live it up and do it all again and again. Friday we go dive, Saturday we ride, Sunday party and let's call it a perfect weekend. Friday we go dive, Saturday we ride, Sunday party and let's call it a perfect weekend. Friday we go dive, Saturday we ride, Sunday party and let's call it a perfect weekend. Friday we go dive, Saturday we ride, Sunday party and let's call it a perfect weekend. The perfect weekend. The perfect weekend. Let's call it a perfect weekend.
Hey guys, and welcome to My Psychic Connection. It's Journey and friends. Oh man, it has been a week, guys. We've been having a great time here at My Psychic Connection all week long with you guys, having all these beautiful shows. But season 2 is right around the corner. What? Oh my gosh, we got 17 shows so far waiting for you guys, and some of your favorites coming back. So get ready. We're going to have a great season, and we're having a lot of fun during our summer season, but it's almost over. And then we're going to kick it up with season 2 with, Cassidy the Card Slinger, and you're going to have Squirrel Whispers from the Forest. So Destiny K, Divine Love and Light, Journey's back. Some of the psychics you've seen here during the summer are going to be back. It's going to be a great deal. So there's tons of shows. We got new shows coming out. Not dropping those hints just yet. You'll have to keep an eye out to see what banners are coming out so you guys can see what's coming ahead. And I'm telling you, we're going to have so much fun with it. And there's so much more new YouTube content on its way. There are new shows opening up all the time, new ideas being put out there. We're going to make sure that we can get to you guys and get you the answers that you're seeking, because it's a hell of a lot of fun here at My Psychic Connection. We want to make it your one-stop shop here to get your psychics, to get your horoscopes, to get everything you're looking for right here at My Psychic Connection. You can also get one-on-one readings, those private readings, with any of the advisors over at mypsychicconnection.com. All you got to do is sign up to get your 3 free minutes, and then whatever the fee is, there's always like a per minute fee. So whatever the fee is whatever you put on there to talk to that person. So it definitely adds to your reading, and the first 3 those minutes are free. So check it out, mypsychicconnection.com. All right, guys. Well, it is the weekend. What? Yes, it's the weekend. It is, like I said, crazy week. We're ready to rock and roll. I am having my wonderful Crown and Apple, and we're going to find out who my guests are and what they're drinking. And we're going to have some fun with them tonight. Guys, don't forget, we are playing the donation game. So that donation game, if you find the Queen of Fire, When you donate, you'll get a card. If you find the Queen of Fire, you will win a $50 reading with the psychic of your choice on mypsychicconnection.com. So we'll be drawing from this deck here and giving you guys a reading. But don't worry, we're also going to be playing that amazing emoji game that you guys love so much. So guys, let's see those awesome emojis. Let's get them out there. Let's see all that beautifulness, because I have been waiting and dying as I'm looking at the screen over here. Wow, we're already killing it with those emojis. Guys, keep it up. Make sure we're sharing this out far and wide as we can. We're going to try to get to as many people as we can. We're going to be here for a few hours. Let's have some fun with it. Guys, do remember that not only do we have the yes, no, but whoever wins that emoji contest is not only going to get a reading with me with the Sacred Forest, they're also going to get readings with the other two psychics I have with me. I know I keep talking about the other two, but I'm not saying it. Suspense is amazing. It's that time. We need to bring up our energies right now. Venus kind of kicked our ass. It did. But even though that kind of energy is being put out there, you can always take a negative and make it positive. What can you do to find the positivity? How can I turn this energy around to make it better for me? Right now, the energy is focused on yourself, but what we're focusing on is not the positives. We're focusing on the negatives that's causing a lot of problems. So let's try to change that. Get out of that mindset of, oh, it's negative, it's negative. No. Find the positives. Put your focus in there and move it forward. Because, man, I've been doing a lot of that positive energy, moving it forward and knowing what I need to take out of my life versus holding on to the things and constantly having it there as a reminder. Why would you want to continue? These planets go in retrograde for a reason. They give us images of what we need to fix. Sometimes we don't want to face something. And we'll put it off and we'll put it off and we'll put it off. And then Mercury's like, you're not doing that. Venus is like, yeah, we're about to find out what's wrong with you. So, and any of the other planets, they all have fun. But, we'll talk more about that when I bring on some more of my guests. So let's go ahead. With no further ado, let's go on and bring Cassidy the Card Slinger.
Hello, everybody.
I love the glasses. Woo! What? Oh, look at you. We're ready for the beach, girl. Look at us.
We are ready because on Fridays we wear pink.
Exactly. On Fridays we wear pink, and if you don't like it, you can't sit with us.
You can't sit with us. Yeah,
you can't sit with us.
Be back. It's so nice. Thank you so much for having me. I have missed.
Are you ready for season 2?
Pardon?
Yes. Ready for season 2? It's right around the corner.
Yes, and a lot of cool things are in the works, and I'm just season 2 is.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I can't
Yes,
wait.
we're gonna have some YouTube shorts coming out as well. That's another thing that I saw happening. We've got new psychics joining us. We have the newest psychic that has been brought on board is Bunny. Bunny Sugars is our newest psychic to My Psychic Connection. So congratulations, Bunny, and thank you so much for being a part of us and being a part of this family. We love working with amazing people from all over the world. It doesn't matter where you're at. We'll work with you because that's what we like. We like people who are wanting to get out there and help the people who need a question answered.
Absolutely. It's always a blessing to be able to check in, tap into what's going on for somebody and just help people out, to get questions answered. It just can really relieve a lot of stress. It can provide direction. It's a blessing to be a part of anyone's journey. So thanks everyone for being here.
Exactly. Journey.
I know every time I say that on this show, I'm like, I need a new word. Path. I'll just, on your path.
Your new path. Exactly.
On your new path.
Bunny says, "Oh, my heart." You're welcome, Bunny. Thank you so much for being here.
She is incredible.
She's great.
If you guys have not seen her show, check her out. She is just
absolutely
a bundle of fun and a phenomenal.
She is on every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern on We Psychics 3. So make sure you guys are tuning in to We Psychics 3. If you have not met Bunny, get your opportunity. But not only do you get Bunny, you also get the beautiful energy and also Psychic K. They are amazing, mind-blowing, so much information. Yes. Oh my gosh. I remember when I first saw Energy and she just tickled me with her energy. It was just it was so amazing to have her there and she really wanting to be a part of this and to share her gift with us. It was absolutely amazing. And then Kay came into the picture and she was like, hey, and she was here and she was show in charge. What an organized woman. I'm going to tell you that right now. She is so organized. Amazing. But speaking of organized, let's go ahead and bring on our next guest. Oh, it's Will.
I'm pretty sure that's the first time anybody equated me with organized.
Believe it or not, to others it could look like chaos, but to you it's organization. So, voila, problem solved. I have to set up high so I can get above the banner.
I was going to say, why the hell am I so short?
I know. I keep scooching up. Hello.
And y'all fix this chair. I'm like down at the bottom here.
You forgot to send me the beach memo.
Your what memo?
Beach memo. Beach. Like,
oh yes.
What the hell?
Yes.
We got sun fried, so.
It's warm out here today, so we're having a beach party.
Exactly. So much fun, guys. Let's go ahead and see some of those beach emojis. If you guys got any beach emojis, send them out. But it's not just a beach theme. We got a classic theme here. She's going to take us to the art studio. She's going to take us out on a night on the town. Fancy. Only the elite can take us. So let's see some of those elite emojis as well. Loving all these beautiful emojis. Guys, make sure we're sharing this out far and wide as we can. Guys, check out our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss anything going on here. We've got so much stuff going on. So much stuff. I'm so excited. Yeah. So excited for this. And Bunny says the floaty drink holder is goals. I need one.
It works so well. It is fantastic. I bought a pack of 5 of them, and I attended a Barbie party, and we were all swimming around, floating in tubes, having our drinks floating around beside us. These actually, as cute as they are functional as well. So I do recommend it. Good purchase.
I need one.
Yeah, they're awesome. Would work in the bathtub too. I don't have a bathtub, but I could imagine, just having a nice tub with your drink. It would be lovely.
I wonder if you could put a glass of wine in one.
You could do a can of wine. A glass of wine, I'd be afraid is too top heavy, and you might.
Oh yeah.
Might topple over.
I tried canned wine. Believe it or not, I tried some canned wine. It was a sweet red from Michigan, and I was surprised how delicious it was. Because I'm thinking canned wine, but don't knock it until you try it. It's good stuff.
I've tried a couple that aren't bad, especially like if you're camping or you're going somewhere where it's like I maybe don't want to bring a whole bottle with me. Going out onto a boat, you don't want glass somewhere. It's like those little cans. They're nice. They're functional.
I just never thought of canned wine.
Yeah, they one of the many great inventions out there. But anyway, sorry. That's all good, guys. So also tonight, let's do a deck check here. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
I got 12 decks on my table.
All right.
And a few hundred in my desk, but on the table.
I have a few hundred in the box. You've got 5?
I got 5.
Nice.
I've got 2 because I've packed everything. As you guys can tell behind me, everything's in boxes. We're getting ready to move the studio to a new location, which I'll be disclosing soon once we get everything all squared away and I have a moment, because I will be doing live in-person readings in that area. So a shop is on its way from My Psychic Connection.
That's exciting.
So cool. I'm going to travel.
I know. I'm so excited. I'll be your neighbor. Heck yes. Okay, great. All right, guys. This is going to be an absolute awesome show. Guys, make sure you guys are posting your specific questions. Guys, general questions are a donated read. So if you have a general reading, make sure you guys donate for that 5-minute reading. That is the only time that we are going to do generals, unless it's the yes, no, where we can just say yes or no to it. We won't get too much into it. But the thing is that generals are the general questions. If your question has no depth to it, meaning, how do I put this? Give me an example of a question that would be more general. I would
What's
say
going
more
to
like,
happen to me next week?
that's exactly right. I was just about to say that. I almost said
Coming up
next
for
month.
me.
Yeah, what's coming up for these are very general questions. So let's go ahead and put forth questions that have, you know, I've been talking to Mike, but Mike decided that he was going to walk away from the conversation. I haven't heard from him in 2 weeks. Will I hear from him? Things like that. Add something to it. Give us something. We only got 2 minutes for those free readings. So it takes a lot more for us to give you a general in a 2 minute. And you won't get much because I don't want to tell you things you already know. I want you to know the things that you don't know. So that way we can actually help you guys out. Guys, let me tell you, there are no legal or medical. Pregnancy is a medical question. Asking about a lawyer, that is a law question. So guys, let's stay away from those. And we're going to try to get to as many questions as possible. Now, something new on JourneyRyanLive.com. I know you guys know how to get there to donate, but when you guys get a reading here, if you'd like to leave feedback from one of your favorite psychics, guys, hop on there. Give some feedback. Let's see that beautiful feedback. We're going to be posting it on the Facebook channel and the YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and get that out there. I love to see all these beautiful reviews. As a matter of fact, Kay just got one the other day. It was absolutely beautiful. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, you'll be able to see it on the YouTube channel posts and the Facebook posts and Instagram. We're on Instagram, guys. You can follow along there as well. There's going to be links and everything to our YouTube content so you guys can check all that stuff out. I know I've been talking like a million miles a minute, but I'm having a good time. I'm feeling this drink already. Let's rock and roll. Ladies, are we ready to have a good time?
Yes,
Oh,
it's
heck
Friday.
yeah.
Friday, let's do this.
All right, it's Friday. All right. I don't know where the hell I was going with that, but you know. So how we're going to do the lineup here is we're going to put Cassidy and then Swirl and Journey. All right. Oh, this works better for me. I don't have to be like, what's going on?
Yeah,
I felt like
They're all short. What the hell?
I felt like Wilson from Home Improvements trying to look over the fence. But Cassidy sat up higher, so she's got better.
Well, actually, I just tipped the screen down, so you know.
Gypsy Tarot laughed out loud.
What are we drinking?
What are you guys drinking? I'm having Crown Apple and tea.
That's nice. I am drinking a sparkling. What is this? The flavors I believe are raspberry and acai. Yeah, raspberry acai.
Nice.
Because it's pink.
And I got my faithful Irish coffee with my kitty cat. That's my Drusilla.
Absolutely. Love that cup. Absolutely love it. All right. So let's get the party started. Let's go ahead and throw out our first question for none other than Cassidy.
Oh, this is so fun. I'm so excited to be back. All right, Audrey. Hi, Audrey. I hope you're well. Audrey says, hi, all. Much love to all of you. I can't respond. I'm camping. Oh, have fun. I know service will be choppy. I get it. No worries. Has my daughter Kaylee found the guy for her? His name is Noah. He's everything she would want so far. It all seems to be good. It all seems too good to be true. He's kind, into her things. He asked her to move in with him as he's looking to buy a house. Thanks. All right, that's exciting, Audrey. Let's take a look at what's going on between Noah and your daughter and see if that's, you know, a good long-term connection there. So let's take a look. What's going on there? All righty. So the connection definitely seems to be in the early days, and in, I would say, what is almost the most exciting and or a little bit reckless days. If you are concerned about him, where you're saying it's too good to be true, I feel like that comes from, lovingly I say this, but like looking for what's wrong with this person because of, you know, people in the past. And where that saying is not all that glitters is gold. Sometimes what glitters is gold. I do see that he's maybe a little bit flighty or non-committal in a much deeper sense right now, but to me, it looks like she's already got her sights set on planning a future with him. And to be honest with where this is heading, I have this is the slow tarot, the Two of Cups upright. How cute and precious is that? And what I see going on more deeply with this, I have the Star card also came up upright. So is he the right one for her? And I don't really operate with terms of like there's one person for everyone. But what I will say is this does seem to be like a really excellent connection. It does seem to be in its early days, but she seems to be quite involved. I trust what I see about him initially in our quick 2 minutes here. But I like what I see. I think they can grow together. That's what I think. So thank you, my dear. I appreciate your question and good luck to both of them.
What a beautiful reading. So good.
Going.
Good. I love
it. In a minute. It's been
Yeah,
a while since I've been cut off after 2 minutes.
Oh, I know that part. That's the hard part because you want to give them so much more.
Yeah.
But the bell, we got so many people to get to. Guys, make sure we're sharing out far and wide as we can. We're going to try to get to as many people as we can because we love that love. So, guys, let's hit them screens. Let's send them hearts. If you're on YouTube, give us those thumbs up. We really, really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe because we got so much cool stuff coming up, and we're going to be moving forward. All right. So, Squirrel, it's your turn. Are we ready?
Hey, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Let's see who we got for Squirrel.
We got Gemma. Hi, Gemma. She says, hi, all. I know you can't comment on my health situations. Things may not get better. In which case, do you see Adam staying in a relationship with me long term, no matter what? And thank you. Okay, so I am going to focus on Adam staying with you no matter what. It's a good question, Gemma. All right. Well, Adam stay with Gemma no matter what. Oh, wow. I'm so, Gemma. I love you all the way down to your toes. But this is the man you never, ever, ever have to worry about. I do have the hangman here, and that hangman is incredibly patient. He is sitting there waiting. He is waiting for you to be ready. Look at this. Is he going to stay with you no matter what? I have the star card. Cassidy had the star card for a relationship earlier, just a minute ago. And I've got the Two of Cups. I want you to look at this Two of Cups specifically. We've got the two people in the reflection of the glasses, and behind them, they are set in stone. That is for flipping ever, Gemma. The only thing that could come between you and Adam is the anxiety you feel and not, being able to know which way to turn. So work on your anxiety and trust this man. There is nothing more beautiful than that. I hope that helps.
What a beautiful reading.
That is lovely. Very, very nice. And I like that thinking. 2 stars.
Spirit's trying to talk through you, and it's taking your voice from you.
I think I sucked in this loose hair.
Oh, this is so much fun, guys. Fridays are the best. Miss hanging out with you guys.
All right. So now that we've gotten this far, we're going to take the next question with Journey. But after this round, after I'm finished with my question, guys, get ready for those yes-no questions because we're going to do our first round of the yes-nos. All right, guys, let's find out. Who does Journey have on this list tonight? All right, we got Jocelyn. She says, hi, I hope Journey gets my question. Well, guess what? You were right. All right, Journey, do you predict I will start work this year or next year? Do you see me being successful where I will work? I am a caregiver, and thank you kindly. Okay, so this is just about finding the next step for your career. And I'm going to tell you right now, I do see you working this year, but we're looking more towards like end of October going into November when the opportunity that the particular opportunity that you're looking for awakens for you. Because right now you're going to, you could find a job, but I don't feel like it's anything that you're wanting. So what you're trying to put out there, the things that you're trying to do, it's kind of, I don't like this one. I don't like the feeling from this one. So to me, this seems more like the caregiving situation is more like a contractor agency type situation. Like you would be more of a freelance type person, contractor in that case. So get ready for those opportunities, because I don't feel like you're working for one particular place. This seems like you can go into multiple different directions. Now, if that's not something you're wanting to do, I'm going to tell you, yeah, there is other opportunities, but you're going to have to go through a lot more. But the agency thing that I saw looked like it was your cup of tea and was going to make you lots of money. But it wasn't just about the money. It was about feeling good about what you were doing and having control over A, your finances, B, when you worked, you would have a lot more control through this agency is that I'm seeing. So I feel like that is definitely a way to go, because they're going to send you to different places to help these people.
Wow.
It's going to be a blessing. Thank you so much for your question, and I'm so glad I got to answer it. I know you were hoping that you got me, and you just so happened to fall right in line of how that worked out. So awesome for you, Jocelyn. And she is kicking butt, guys, with those emojis. So you guys better catch up to her, because she's going to win. She's going to win if y'all don't catch up. She's going to get that big reading. 3 big readings all together. It's going to be amazing. All right, guys. We are now to the yes, no game.
Woo!
All right. So, and get those yes, no questions ready. We're going to try to take as many of those questions in 3 minutes as we can. So let's get this yes, no questions started. Let's see those yes, no's coming out there. So that way we can start answering them as fast as we can in 3 minutes. Unfortunately, we can only say yes, no, or undetermined. We cannot provide any extra information, which if you get a yes, no question you want to know more about and you haven't got your reading, you can ask to change your question to understand what you've got going on better. But we got a couple more questions in there, and we'll start that. I'll tell everybody to start the clock. But guys, let's see those yes, no questions. This is the time. This is your round. This is your time.
You can ask as many as you want. Go for it.
You can ask as many yes, no questions as you want. All right. So let's go ahead and get it started as I see people coming in and getting ready to answer those. We're going to start with Cassidy. Let's start the clock.
All right. Who have we got first? We have Arlene. Hello. She says, will I get a salary increase? Yes.
All right. I've got Kelly. Will Rain get moved into his dorms without issue? No.
Jocelyn, she says, do you see my holiday going well in September? Yes.
It's exciting. All right, we have Kelly. Will I start working from home? Yes.
Right. We've got Brooke. Hi, Brooke. Should I move forward with this new creative endeavor? Yes.
We got Crackling Witch says, will I do well tomorrow? Yes, but there's, God, that's so much more. That's a loaded question. That's not fair.
So tricky. Arlene says, does Justin have got feelings for me? Yes.
All right. For the stars says, does my ex regret what he did to me? No.
Cackling Witch, she says, will I be invited back? Yes.
This is so much fun. We have Brooke. Hi, Brooke. She says, my son Landon wants to know if he should make self-improvements. Undetermined.
All right. We got Kelly. Will I be happy being alone with the kids out of the house? No.
We got Kelly. Says, will I be alone on my birthday this year? No.
Rebecca, is my husband getting this promotion? Undetermined.
All right. Angie, will this year get better for me? Yes.
We got Kelly. Will B have an uneventful ride back to the campus this weekend? Yes.
I like that, uneventful. Jocelyn, do you see a bright future for me? Yes.
Right. Arlene, can I trust my ex's intentions? No.
All right, we got Rebecca. Will my son Frankie make warrant officer? Okay, there's more to this, but yes.
Oh, this is so fun, so hard, but so fun.
Yeah, but there was two of them where I'm like, I have to explain, but I can't explain it. It's not fair.
I know. I had to, yeah, it's like
Yeah, every single one. It was like, oh, because typically a lot of times, I know we've talked about this before, but right, there's the three answers: yes, no, and undetermined. But then there's like the undetermined and none determined.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of like five, but I'm trying to use those two.
flip off.
She's like, there's only 326.
Down at first.
Guys, that is our first round of the yes nos. We'll have many more coming our way. So we're going to get to some more readings. Who do we got next for Cassidy?
Neat. Let's get a deck on deck here. All right, this is for Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Jenny says, let me switch decks. That's not the right one. Hang on. There we are. Will my adult daughter ever talk to me again? Okay, my dear, let's take a look at what's going on from her perspective, how she's feeling, and if we see any time in the future that she will talk to you. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, she's very hurt. She's very, very hurt by what I want to say is either the actions that you took towards her and or the situation and circumstance that led to the two of you not speaking. My central card here is the Nine of Swords, and this one is quite self-explanatory, following by the Eight of Cups. There's a sense here either of abandonment or the fact that she's the one that had to walk away from this connection, because for her, she felt unsafe, unloved. It actually gets kind of deep, and I'm sorry to make this so dark, but she's dealing with a lot in terms of what this connection has caused for her. I have here the Nine of Wands, and as you can see, it's kind of beautiful coming out of this Nine of Swords, where she's got a bandage on her arm and she's kind of looking forward. So I feel that at the moment she's trying to uncover what her past really meant for her and what healing looks like for her at this time. And I feel like that's really her main focus, is healing herself, feeling like she can trust people again. But she's going to need to work through that. To answer your question more specifically, will you ever speak again? Yes, you will. I have two cards here. I've got the Nine of Coins as well as the Two of Cups, both coming up upright. And I do feel like there is a point down the line where the door can be back open for the two of you to reconnect. But what I want to say is advice for you: be prepared to make space for her feelings and just say, come with an apology. So thank you very much for your question. I hope that was helpful. And
I thought it was. I see what you were saying. I agree. It was helpful. Because sometimes when we're giving readings, we'd love to tell everybody exactly what they would like to hear. But unfortunately, when it comes down to the situation, we don't always get that chance to say, but it's about delivery and how you can deliver this news. And Jenny says, thank you so much. You're so welcome.
You're very welcome, Jenny. You're very, very welcome.
And sometimes it's about how the way I read is like, you get the situation, understand it, but there's a reason why that's going on. And 9 times out of 10, it's something that we can't cut out of our lives or something that we have to face, and we're not facing it. So things happen for us to understand and see what we need to be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially if there's ever a time where you're not in communication with someone, it can be very hard to understand what's going on there because you've got no cues to go off of, right? And your brain is filling in the silence with wherever your mind is going to take you. And yeah, it's always good to kind of know where people are at, how you can approach the other person if the time presents itself to open the door back up, and give space as it's needed is always a good thing too. So yeah, it's
And
always
knowing where the other person's coming from helps a
yes.
lot. Because me, myself, I get stuck in what my view of something that happened was. And it's hard
Mhm.
to remember that they might have a different perspective of it. So
Yes.
being able to see that perspective brings in
Yeah.
more understanding. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. Have you ever seen that picture where it's got the two people standing on either side and one saying it's a 6 and the other person saying it's a 9, and they're seeing the 6 and the 9 because they're standing on opposite sides of it, and it's like, yeah, we're looking at the same thing, but very powerfully different perspectives are different experiences, and sometimes we think,
Yeah.
why, we just anyway, keeping that
I
in mind.
loved your number choices.
Can I tell a dirty joke that I heard the other day?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Is it late enough?
Yeah, go for it. It's Friday.
Okay. What is 6.9?
Oh, I know this one. I'm going to be quiet so you can tell the punchline.
A good thing ruined by a period.
Okay. So speaking of 6.9, I read in the paper the other day that 69 must now be addressed as 96. And I was like, what the hell? Is even numbers getting all PC on us? But then I read on and it really made a whole lot of sense. It was like, due to inflation, the cost of eating out has gotten really high.
But I'm done.
I'm like thinking about it in my head. I'm like, but wait, then they're facing, oh, that's funny.
I learned some other dirty jokes that unfortunately I cannot tell on the network, but I might throw them out there for other people to hear on my Facebook. So, all right. Well, let's keep it going, guys. And guys, if you'd like to get a longer read or you have a mediumship mega question where you can get 4 different questions answered, or a mini, we've got the general 5-minute, and then we've got a 3-minute reading. So, guys, if you're trying to get a longer read, get a chance to get a card pulled for you, guys, make sure you click on that donation link and set up a whatever choice you have there. I lost my words there for a moment. I had it all planned out, and then anyways, we've got Mercury trying to tippy toe into that retrograde, so I'm blaming on that, or it's my squirrelism. I've learned a whole new language through the
Combination of both.
The squirrelism is very fluid. All right. Well, speaking of squirrels, it is Squirrel's turn. Let's go ahead and take a question for Squirrel.
All right. We got Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Kelly says, will my financial situation improve by the end of the year, please? All right. We've got September, October, November, December. All right. So I've got 2 pages here for September and October. And I do feel like you're going to develop. It's going to be a new plan, but you're going to develop a new financial plan moving forward in September, which is outstanding. You got a fire lit under you. It's something you need to do, but it will be a new plan and it will take you a minute to really get to understand it and know it. So start looking now for a plan, a way to start making this difference, because you've got to be the one to take this action. Now, you start that in September. By October, you will start seeing, this is the Page of Coins, you will start seeing a small increase, a small one, but it will be moving towards something better. Be sure not to spend all your money on the kids or the animals. Make sure you put some away for the future, for yourself. Put Kelly first for a minute, okay? Then for what comes after October? November. You've got the King of Cups. Now, this is the King of Cups upright. This is control. You are starting to really get control of these finances outstanding. And by the end of the year, December, it's time to party, girl. Because if you take these steps to make this plan and implement that plan, take the action. Don't just think about it. Don't over Virgo it and say, what about this or what about that or what about this? Because you won't get jack done. So make that plan. Start implementing that plan and start seeing it rolling in. But it's up to how the hell.
Oh,
That
wow.
was beautiful. I'm excited for you, girl. Yay.
Exactly. Woot, woot. We haven't had a woot woot yet, so I had to throw it in there.
Yes.
All right. Kelly,
Aw.
okay, thanks so much. Thanks, encouraging. Love you. Oh, that is very sweet. Kelly, it's so nice to see you here when you're here, guys. We love seeing all the people coming in. We get so invested in everybody's lives when we get connected with you and we do readings with you on a regular basis. We get so invested in what you've got going on and helping you walk through some of the things that can be very painful. Sometimes it's, and a lot of people come to psychics a lot of times when something they feel is wrong is going on in their lives. You can also come when you are having a good time and wanting to see how to maintain that type of energy. So it's not just about when you are feeling lost. It can also be in a moment of gain where, how do I maintain this? I love what I'm feeling right now. How to maintain that. And we can walk through that stuff with you as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I think Squirrel and I were talking, was it today or yesterday? One of the 2 days. You've got some cool stuff coming up for season 2 in your show. So there's going to be not only just getting some readings, but there'll be a little bit of learning in between. It's going to be amazing. I can't
I'm excited.
wait.
So excited.
Yes.
So excited.
Yes. I got to keep throwing those plugs out there because, we've got some cool stuff and people are going to be mind blown with how much cool stuff we've got coming. We got dreams. We got all kinds of stuff. So much. It's just so much. All right. Well, let's keep it going, guys. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? All right, we got a mediumship question. Woo, woo.
All right.
So I'm going to go ahead and start this one off, and then we will go to Cassidy, then Swirl. All right, so let's go ahead with our question. Angie says, I lost my oldest son in 2020, then my husband this January, and his twin brother, my brother-in-law, 3 weeks and 6 days prior, unexpectedly. Is there any message from them to me? Okay, so that's a lot of people to connect with. So I'm going to connect with the first one coming through. And the very first one coming through was your son. Your son is letting you know that he's been there. You're not paying attention to the signs. He's trying to get your attention. He's talking about letting people walk on you or letting people treat you in a certain way. He's not liking that. You're not getting the respect that you deserve. So we're seeing a problem with that type of energy. Don't allow other people to walk on you. You're vulnerable. You're in a place where things are changing and we're losing people, but you're only losing them physically. Emotionally, they're still around you. And in your memories, they're with you. In your heart, they're with you. Make sure you're telling the stories that makes you feel good, and talk to them. He said that you do talk to them, but he keeps talking about you being blocked. He's talking about not allowing yourself to grow. It's like you're scared to, he's like, it's almost like you've pulled your love back. You're scared because you're afraid that you're going to get hurt or you're going to lose somebody else. Don't do that to yourself. She put, I sure do, but don't put yourself in a place where you can't love other individuals or show that you love them because you're afraid that you're going to lose them or you're going to get hurt because somebody else could possibly. He says you're seeing a lot of waiting for the next thing to happen. And he keeps talking about you have to breathe. You've got to get yourself back out there and don't let people take advantage of your emotional energy. He says it has been teeter-tottering, but he still sees that you can hold it together. It's just that so much has happened. And he said that when you're trying to get communication out, the best way to communicate is directly with us, because when you're talking with other people, you're not getting that opportunity to open up yourself or open up about what's happening, because people aren't listening. Those around you aren't listening. And people are making it about themselves. And the whole point of you trying to communicate with them is so you can kind of decompress and feel some type of love, that energy. But he's saying, communicate with us. Communicate with us. We're here for you. It's not what she goes, so true. You also can communicate with us psychics here at My Psychic Connection as well, because we will be here for you. You need a support system. Now, I know everybody is used to you being the support system, but right now is the time where you need that support. At some point in time, even the person who is the rock, the glue that holds everything together, needs that moment to release, that needs that moment to be able to decompress, vent, whatever it is that you're feeling. Writing, he keeps talking about writing. Have you stopped writing? Because I'm not seeing any writing. He's talking about it. So he's talking about writing things out. He says your dreams have been extremely vivid, very vivid dreams. She goes, I've been the glue for so long, but even the glue needs a chance to vent, express. You have to allow yourself to feel everything that you've gone through so you can move past the situation. Once doing all that, you'll be able to see things getting a little bit better. Life is going to get better for you. You're going to see things moving forward for you. So don't allow yourself to be stuck in the stinking thinking that no one cares, because there are those that care. But when you're talking to somebody, make sure that it's somebody who's willing to listen and hear you out. But your son's saying, please talk to me, Mom. I'm here for you. She says, my husband was my rock, and he is gone now too. The thing is that you felt like he was, and I call him your rock. He was your anchor. But what you were to everybody else is the anchor. So the original anchor is you. The rock was there to give you support. He may not physically be there, but he is with you. He is with you when you lay your head down at night. He sits and protects you. He's watching you. He also has gave, he was my calm. Absolutely. But the thing is that he said, remember my word. When you got worked up, what would I tell you? Remember that. She goes, I feel him. He's been with you. Your son is with you. Your son is with you more so with the car situation. When you leave, that's when your son really attaches himself to you. He is attached to you in the living room, the car, but it's mainly when you travel to go, let's say, the grocery store, to the gas station, wherever it is that you're taking yourself daily, he is with you. And he's saying something about a car. I'm not quite getting or understanding what he's trying to mean by this car, but he is talking about a car. I don't know if it was his car. He's not making it clear. All right, so the thing about what he wants to see you do is to do something that makes you happy rather than making everyone else happy. I know other people's happiness makes you happy, but right now you need something more than that. And he says, even if that's taking a small trip, going to the water, taking a walk through the woods, he wants you. Oh, I was in an accident and came out fine. Okay, so that's what the car situation's about. Got it. I'm glad that you're fine and that you came out of that okay. But he's talking about, he must have protected me. He said he's following you, and that when you travel, he is protecting you. He wants to make sure. So that's what he's telling me. He was talking about the car, And he told me that he was in the car with you traveling. He's protecting you. He's allowing you to see that you're not alone. Your husband, I know you can feel it. Sometimes he's woke you up by the touching of your neck, pushing your hair back. That's where he's talking about basically almost like love pets, giving you that love pet. She says, I love to travel to visit his twin every week because they were born after he passed. Oh. The thing is that when you travel, he is with you. He's always with you. Your husband is with you, but he really sticks around the house mainly because your son, it's like they're taking turns on who gets to be with you at that time. So he's staying home with the bedroom and the kitchen, and he's talking about, cooking and, why don't you cook for yourself the way you cooked for us? I want to see you do that again. It used to make you happy. And he says he knows that may bring some sadness to you. He goes, but set a plate for me. You don't have to fill it, but set a plate for me. I will sit with you. I will listen to you. Communicate with me. They're open and willing. And he says you can set the plate for as many people as you want. Other people may say something about it, but you know what? They don't have to know. It's not for them. It's for you. And it's for your family that has crossed over. Lots of cultures do it. It's offerings. She put, oh, I love that. Give him the opportunity. Set him up a glass, set him up a plate, and sit down, look at that spot, and communicate. He said he will sit down. Your son will do the same. But this seems to be your husband's idea because he said that's when you guys talk the most, is when you guys would eat. There was a lot of communication at that time. He wants to see you cook for yourself again. He wants you to bring that joy back into your life. It's okay to sit down and have a conversation. He's going to hear you. But they also are telling me for you to pay attention to the signs. Smelling their colognes, smelling their deodorants, their body wash, those things. They're trying to create these smells so you know that they're with you. The numbers, repeating the numbers, trying to give you a path to go on to help you understand. We did. He would wait for me after work when I got out late, and he ate with me. Oh, and that's what he's talking about. He's like, you guys had your best communication at that time. Now, he's saying that, start that cook again. Don't order out. Don't just make a quick meal. Don't microwave anything. Actually cook a meal that you're going to enjoy. Your son wants you to get outside and do something energetic. He wants you to, even if that's taking a nature walk or going kayaking or whatever it is that you can do, that get out and about to do something. He would like to see you outdoors because he keeps wanting to go outside. He says, let's go outside, trim the garden, plant some roses, do whatever it is that you can. He is trying to get you to be more motivated to do more things because you have locked yourself away. You are stuck with so much emotion, but it feels to you like you cannot feel anything at all. And he keeps saying, Mom, I love you, but get up. Don't give up. Please don't give up. We are here. We don't want to watch you give up. And he said that you don't want to give up, but at the same time, you're feeling like there's nothing left. And he wants you to say, if you can't live your life for yourself, live it for me. Live it for me. I want to see you happy. Your husband wants you happy. He doesn't want to tell you to, go out on dating sites and things like that, but he does want you to go socialize. He says you wouldn't be ready for dating at this point anyway. But he does want you to socialize. If you're invited to a barbecue, go to it. She goes, I'm trying so hard. I love for my other kids and grandkids, but he wants you to live for yourself, which is something that you're living for everybody else. And he says, if you can't do it for yourself, do it for him. He wants you to live for, he wants you to do these different things. The love for your other kids and your grandchildren, I applaud that. Continue to keep showering them with that love. But when you're handing out love, don't forget the one person that's most important. It's you. Don't forget to love yourself. She goes, no dating for me, but I go dancing with my girlfriend. Good. But also get yourself outdoors. Your son is like determined to get you outside. He wants you to sweat and get out in nature. And he says it's going to heal you. The sunlight's going to heal you. Put your hands in the dirt, and he would be right, because that will help ground you. It will help bring up the emotions to feel in a different way, because right now you're only feeling on the surface. The deeper levels of emotion, you're scared to tap into those because you will break down and cry. Don't do that to yourself. Allow yourself to heal. She goes, the sun is healing. He wants you to get outside. He wants you to get outside. He's like, get her outside. Get her to the lake. Let her go fishing. Let her go walking. Let her do something. Go to a barbecue. Do anything to get yourself. I love the dancing. The dancing's a great exercise. It brings in great endorphins. I love that for you. But maybe do a little something outside. Put a smile on the sun's face, and that's, all this energy that I see here. She goes, I just took my family to the lake. We went fishing this past weekend. Do it more. I think from what he's giving me, he wants you to do more of that. Those activities remind you of what life is and how much fun it can be, and that time is precious for everyone. But he definitely wants you to know that he loves you, and no one, and I mean no one, is going to harm you with them protecting you. It's like being in Fort Knox. She goes, I laid on the dock and soaked it in, and we plan on going again. He loved fishing. That's why he wants you to fish. I got it. 10-4. All right. So he's your husband. He wants you to be happy in all walks of life. He doesn't want you to feel any type of guilt or remorse about anything. He says, wipe the slate clean, but please forgive me. All has been forgiven. So anything that you guys may have been holding on to, he would like that forgiveness, because all is forgiven on his side, and that he loves you. He loves you, and he cares about you. Now, I'm not going to hog up all the time, so I'm going to pass this over to Cassidy to give you some more insight. She says, he was perfect. He said, you were perfect. You're more perfect than you realize. But I'm going to pass this over to Cassidy and see what she's picking up.
Oh, that was a really beautiful journey. And thank you very much, Angie, for your donation. My full disclaimer is that I am not a psychic medium, but I am a card slinger. And I have laid a number of cards on my table. And as I've said before, as I'm reading after some of our other readers, it's like I see something and then they say it. So I shuffle and I lay more cards, and then I see that they say that thing. So I've ended up with a number of cards on my table. The first one I have, I'll show you here from on your son's side. It says letting go, and the card has come up actually in reverse, but I just wanted to show you really how beautiful this is. A number of cards that came up on his side are winged creatures. Specifically, I have birds, butterflies, and dragonflies on my table. So I don't know if you've had any type of experience surrounding seeing those symbols when you're thinking of him, or feeling that he's been close as you've been around some of those creatures. I completely agree with what Journey was saying there as well. I do have the Storm and the Sun card here together. So any chance you can get to go outside and reconnecting back with yourself and opening up to being, to having that moment for yourself, but being open to them being there with you. She says, dragonflies, I have his ashes in a pendant around my neck. Oh, that's wow. That's really, really beautiful. I also had here, it was the acorn card. And this for me is what's talking about meals and eating together. And Journey just entirely touched on that. And I think that's really beautiful. A beautiful idea to cook a nice meal, set a place. It's something that I do as well for my loved ones who have passed on. So I highly agree with that. What else do I have here? So the other card I have in terms of around your sun, it is the comparison card, and it has come up in reverse. So whatever that, it's kind of tricky to explain, but it does tie into what Journey was saying there about doing everything for everyone else. But letting go and comparison, these two cards beside each other, is that when your mind runs through the what if something different happened, or any level of comparing what is to the reality of how things are, just noticing that that's something that can pull you on the wrong track, and not in an objective sense, but like it can take you to places that are much harder to get out of. And then so on your husband's side, what I'm seeing energetically from him is fun and very interesting. So let's get right into this. First card I have here for him is playful, with this amazing, this little cat who's playing around. And the other card that came out while I was pulling that one, it says the High Priestess of Air. And this will tie in just a moment. But the spirit and energy surrounding him is very joyous. And it sounds like you and Journey were talking about, he is your rock and he was your anchor. But he also seems to be just a sense of joy in your life. She says he is very playful. Absolutely. Just someone who could really, whether or not he lit up a room, he lit up the room that you were in, and you guys had a lot of fun together. Message I have surrounding that, I've got 3 cards here. It says Oraculum, Wish, and Rose, or sorry, it's the flower card, but they look like this. So a message I want to pass to you in regards to your husband is that if they're continuing to continue on with the things, she said, he never ever was sad or upset ever. Just such an absolutely beautiful soul. That's incredible. Yeah, so sorry. The message I was getting there from those 3 cards was any joyous activity that you two did together, continue to do that to the best of your ability on your own, either if it involved other people, just having friends and family do that thing with you, but to not give up on the fun and the joy of the things that you two shared together, but to keep those things alive as well. The other thing here too with that Wish and Oraculum, it's almost like, she says dancing, we loved it. And you already said you were continuing to go out dancing with your friends. So that's just incredible. With the Wish card here, the Wish and Flower, it's almost like if there was something that the 2 of you had wanted to do but never got the chance to, and it doesn't seem to me to be, necessarily wildly out of reach or just some, crazy dream that never got realized. But if there's something, if this makes sense for you, something that the 2 of you wanted to achieve, to continue to work towards that goal, he'll be there to support you and to celebrate with you when that happens. So so a couple more cards I have here for him. I have the Thunderbolt card, and it has come up in reverse. And why this card is incredible with another card. Oh, she says, going on a trip this February with my aunt. That's beautiful. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, so with this Thunderbolt card, and I have a card from my romance deck as well, and this card says chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And as you can see in this card, I want to just show it. She's there holding this orb, and she has this man's arms around her. So between these two, it's like the chemistry, the connection, the strength of the energetic bond that was between you, to me, seems as strong as it ever was. And I don't think it's something that can be broken. And you probably do, as Journey had said, feel him either brushing your hair or feel him very clearly around you, because something that is this magnetic is, the physical can change forms, but you can't remove something that's that deep and that real on a different dimensional level. So I want to say I do really see here from these that he is particularly around you as well. Oh, I needed to come back to this High Priestess of Air card. I don't know if he was if the 2 of you shared some type of a consciously spiritual practice together, but he saw you as such a beautiful, spiritual, magnetic woman. And I feel like with this card being so white, and it's almost like looking through a realm, he still is looking at you with those same eyes in that same way, just from a different angle. Oh, and she says, we were both pastors' kids. Oh, that's incredible. Okay, beautiful. So that, I mean, that the blessings that your union and your connection experienced, it just, that's never going to go anywhere. That's never going to go anywhere. So the last couple cards I have for you here, my dear, just from my Secret Traveler's Oracle, the first one says rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering into your life. And I think this is so beautiful, where you said you've already gone out fishing. You're spending that time outside in the sun. It just looks like things are kind of moving into a lighter space. And the time that you spend outside, I think, is an excellent way to both connect back with yourself and with your loved ones as they try and reach you from the other side. The second card I have here is Mystic Healer. It says healing energy flows through you. Where we've already, Journey already was touching on that you are the helper, the healer, the rock, the do everything glue for everyone else. And it's like, just look at her standing in her own beautiful power with this sparkling beautifulness that she's showering out of her own hands back over herself. I completely agree with Journey's advice to say, whatever you feel that you need, to take the time to do that and gift that to yourself, because you are, you do stuff for everyone as well. I mean, there's even this little bird. I've read this deck for years. I've never noticed this. There's this lovely little bird right here beside her while she's in the forest doing this beautiful magic. So the only other thing I guess I'd want to say here as well, I do have the Storm card as well as Time. So working with natural elements in terms of whatever you need. If you feel like you need a cleansing, jumping into some water, going for a swim. I have had some experience where if I am going through something and there happens to be a storm outside, crying in the rain can be very cleansing as well. But tapping back into the cycles of nature around you, I think will also serve you quite well, my dear. So thank you so much again for your donation, and I do really wish you all the best. I'm going to pass you on over to Squirrel.
Hi, Angie. Those were both amazing, beautiful readings, and I've got a little bit of different information for you, and it's going to go deep into feelings. The first thing I want to, and I really do believe that this is your brother-in-law, and Angie says, thank you so much, Cassidy. I do feel like this is your brother-in-law, and it really hurt him to leave you. I've got the Three of Wands here in reverse, and upright, it's somebody looking to the future, looking to the brightness of everything they put into motion. And he watched one by one as you lost what motivated you, what brought you joy. You lost your son, and oh, my heart, then your husband, and then the one tie you had left to your husband from his family. When he had to leave you, I think it was harder for him to leave you than anybody else he had to leave. He had watched you pull yourself together so many times, and he was so proud of you and so worried about you because you had this element of control. Angie said, he passed before my husband. Okay, so he passed prior, but he really had a hard time leaving you. He had a very, very hard time leaving you. He'd seen you pulling yourself together and showing all that control and not addressing the pain. Like, I keep hearing you don't have to cry alone. That for everybody else, you want to put on that happy face, that you want to put on that, I'm okay, you're okay, everything's going to be okay. But it feels like you're not. You haven't really given yourself the chance to cry with anybody else through all of this. And she says, yes. And he sees you working so damn hard. But that element of control is so much that it's going to to weigh you down. It's like you keep telling yourself, I should be okay by now. I'm supposed to be okay by now. But there's no limit to grief, Angie. And when it comes up and bites you and out of nowhere and brings you down, you feel like you're doing something wrong. I promise you that you're not. And everybody around that keeps saying you're supposed to find somebody else, that it's time for you to move on, to hell with them. You really truly had a beautiful relationship with your husband. And someday you might be ready. Like Cassidy and Journey said, someday you might be ready, but that moment is not now. And those, you feel like those are big shoes to fill. But when or if that does happen, you're not filling anybody's shoes. Angie says, I sure did. Yeah, you guys, it was beautiful. But it's okay to still feel sorrow. It's okay to still feel grief. Yes, your son does want you to start living for yourself and doing more. But in order to do that, Angie, honey, you've got to release some of the control that you've put on yourself as far as what you allow to show. Angie said he was so perfect in every way, completely magical. And oh, that's beautiful. And he is still there. He's watching over you, but he is hurting because you're trying so hard to still be perfect. I pulled some human spirit cards as well. And the first one I have is Am I Blue in reverse? And it goes with all the other cards I have on my desk. It's like you're showing everybody this face of moving forward and being okay. And you're hiding the fact. Look at this. You're hiding the fact that just her tears are constantly falling. Don't be afraid to share that emotion with your other children, with the wife of your son, with the people around you. They're hurting too still. They really are. And yes, you are the glue, like Journey said. Yes, you are the family rock, but you're still allowed to show that you feel. And being allowed to share that instead of trying to contain it will help you move forward. Start, I believe Journey said something about this too. The stories. Right now, telling the stories still makes you feel anxious, still makes you feel like there's that complete void. But when you get to where you can tell the stories and laugh about them and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that. Or do you remember when? And laugh with your children about it and be able to remember them with joy, then you will be able to move forward so much more easily. But you have to be able to share that pain. Don't try to control it so hard. And she had a smiley face. And I've also got Easy Does It. Take it a little bit at a time. You've been trying too hard to make sure everybody else is okay. And I believe Journey and Cassidy both touched on that, but make sure that you're okay. Share that pain. Don't try to control it. It's so hard. And she says, I have. Keep doing it. It's grief is a long process. And sometimes you feel like you're moving, and sometimes it hits you out of the blue. And you're just like gobsmacked. What the hell just happened? And we tend to beat ourselves up for that. Like, I thought it was getting better, but it's going to get better every day. And you definitely are loved. I'm going to pull one more human spirit card. I've got, she says, so true. This is called Broken Open. And you see that hole in her chest, wide open, and her little Mona Lisa smile. But what we're missing here, do you know if there's a Japanese art? And I love this card because you can see it right on here, where if they break something beautiful, they paint it back together with gold. And you have the love of your children. You have the love of your grandchildren. Let them be the gold that puts you back together. And that hole will always be there. That hole will never go away. But they'll hold you together, honey. She says, oh, I hope that helps. And much love to you. Thank you.
Right. What a beautiful, beautiful reading. We are so glad that we were able to connect with your loved ones. The thing that they want to leave you with is that they all love you and they're all here for you. Just talk to them. She goes, it does, and thank you. All right. Angie, what a beautiful reading. I'm so glad we got the chance to connect with your son. He roared through. He was like, I'm first. So he wanted to make sure that he got his words out. And, you know, other cultures, Cassidy does it. I do it when I have a loved one that I want to speak with and I want to have that conversation with them. I send a plate at the table because that's where everybody gets together to communicate. And I talk about what's bothering me or what's going on in my day, and they always find a way to communicate. Well, with me, it's a little easier because it's like dial a phone up here. And so they just reach right in and start talking to me. But for not everybody has that particular gift. And some people will get it with, they're letting you know with blowing out the candle that's at the table, or allowing yourself to see numbers, or a song that they listen to all the time that reminds you of them. Different things will pop up. But you know, when you set that plate at the table, and I would suggest that for anybody who wants to set the plate at the table, light a candle, give them the energy that they will need. You know, you hear about, oh, this is a cold spot. And if you're a ghost hunter, you know what I'm talking about. There's that cold spot. You know what's going on. There's a spirit here. That's because they use that energy, that warmth. It's energy. So it can make a spot in the room cold, but if you light that candle for them, you're giving them that energy. That way they can stay consistent and listen to everything by physically being there, not where you can see them. If you start seeing them, your mediumship's opening up real well. But what I'm saying is that they will have the nut to stay put. They don't have to be in the veil. Mm-hmm. They can be there with you on Earth to have that conversation. That's just the way I do it. And, you know, I always, when someone passes, I light a 7-day candle for them to provide them the energy that they need in order to say their blessings and their goodbyes to those and see how they're doing, to try to give them something to say, I love you. Mm-hmm. So I love to do that, to just, even with friends, family, if someone calls me and says, Journey, I lost so-and-so, I light the candle for them. Blessings are free, guys. Blessings are free. And I light a candle before every show to give everybody that blessing and that energy that they deserve so they can move forward with their life, to give some type of positivity to you. That way we all feel blessed.
And I always, one thing I do often is include them in my celebrations. You know, if something's going on and I'm popping a bottle of bubbles, there's a glass for me, a glass for my boyfriend, and then maybe, you know, I have another glass and I go put it on my altar and I, cheers, guys, we did it, or whatever. You know, I include them in the fun stuff, the hard days, the family events. There's always a candle, something put out for, you know, the loved ones that are not with us physically. So
now, you ladies know that I'm about to make a bigger, making a big change in my life as I move to a new area.
Yeah.
And so when I went to this new area, and Squirrel seen it when talking to me while I was there, but Cassidy saw some of the videos of this new area, and I can tell you the connection to all my elements that I need.
Oh,
there. The epiphanies, the energy that I got from it, and it was just going outside and enjoying nature in my new area. And it was like going by the water, walking by the river, walking through the woods, being a part. Oh, I went through a meadow, guys, and I saw this big old buck and 3 does. It was absolutely gorgeous. And of course, that's the one time I left my phone in the car. I was like, everything else I had my phone for it, but as soon as I see the wildlife, they're like, we're here for you to enjoy. You cannot film us.
Yep, the memory lives up here.
Exactly. It was so beautiful, though.
Aww.
So beautiful. And it's part of from the house. It was the meadow right in front of the house.
Yeah.
But as soon as they realized I was there, they kind of trotted off into the woods. So,
oh man.
Lovely.
But it's okay. It's okay.
They were there to welcome you home.
I was so thrilled, and it was such a great energy. And I always tell people, you know, travel to places that you've never been, because you'll never know the calling in which you would receive from a certain particular spot. And that place is absolutely beautiful. I did a lot of research on it, and I found out that the ley lines are right there. Even
That's
more
cool.
energy. I can't wait. And I can't wait to share that with you guys too. All right, because remember, like I said, there's a shop coming, a physical shop that people will be able to go to, and you'll be able to order online. So if it's in the store, you'll be able to order it online as well. All right. Like sunsets, they never come out as pretty on camera. Exactly.
Or the
They don't.
moon. You take a picture of the moon, it looks like a small flashlight in the distance. It's like, oh,
Right?
Even though it's like 10, it's so huge in the sky.
Yeah. I saw this post. It was like, I respect the moon's unwillingness to be photographed. I get it.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that. All right, guys, let's keep it going. Who do we got next? All right, we got a 3-minute reading. Whoop, whoop. All right. That's Reading with Journey. It says, I'd like more information on my son, Frankie, making warrant officer. Okay, so, all right, let's get into this, because when I saw him getting it, yes, that is going to happen. The confidence from your son is not quite there yet. And I feel like it's more along the lines of, I don't think I'm going to get it. I don't think he's talking himself out of it or wanting it to happen. So I kind of feel like there's a want for it so bad. I see the opportunity, but his fear is very strong. We need to build up that confidence for him, because this is very important. He needs some strength. So mama, pull out the strength. You're going to have to give him some serious good stuff, because he's definitely going to need it. Don't allow him to be a worrywart, because he's a huge worrier. Huge worrier. I don't think he sees himself the way everybody else sees him and the way that you see him, because a lot of people see what mama sees, but he doesn't see that for himself. He just, I'm a regular guy. That's it. No, you're not. You're actually really special, and you need to see that. You need to see what you give to people. He doesn't realize what he gives to people. He needs to be able to be okay with himself. It's not that he's uncomfortable with himself, but taking a compliment and doing things like that, he's not really good with it. It's hard for him to accept a compliment. And we don't want him to be in that place where he's not accepting those compliments or these achievements. She goes, I think he wants it, but he likes to put it, what if, oh God, I hate what if land. But I feel his peers see him in a higher light. Exactly. And it's not just his peers that see him in that higher light, but there are those above him see him in that light. So what I can say to that is that, like, superiors see him and they're like, wow, this guy's good. He thinks, I'm all right. His friends, oh, you're amazing. I'm all right. She goes, true. And he does live in what if land. He does live in what if land. Get out of what if land. That's why his love life is the way it is, because he lives in what if land. He's afraid to, I would say there's a huge fear of commitment there. He doesn't want to commit. He's married to his work. But at the same time, being married to his work, he doesn't see what he does. But everybody else. So I would say, work on that confidence. Work on that confidence. Help him see who he is, because he's not seeing it. Rebecca, thank you so much for that question. I was so happy that you allowed me to get into that. And I was like, she put thank you. But yeah, his confidence. Great guy. Good energy. Get out of what if land. It's a terrible place. That goes for everybody. What if land sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It will draw you in. It will not let you go.
And it scatters your energy. It's just like, it just, you can't get anywhere, do anything, grow. Like, you need to have some level of direction and focus. If you're just all in the what if land, you've just spread yourself too thin, and there's no, I don't know, it can be very detrimental.
And when you let yourself get away with it, then you go into these ridiculous, like you come up with a solution for one thing, and then you're like, but what if a dragon lands on my house?
Yeah. Right, exactly.
I have a dictionary for that. Let me pull that one out. So the thing is that, be kind to yourself. That's the one. We're kind to so many people. The last person that we're kind to is ourselves. We need to put ourselves in these equations. It's not being selfish. You need your own love in order. If you can't love yourself, how do you expect anybody else to love you? That is one of the best sayings I've ever heard. And I love that. I love that, because you need to be able to love yourself.
It's so foundational to everything. It's like in the pyramid of your life, if you don't take care of yourself, get your basic needs met, you can't do anything else. You can't show up for anybody else. You can't do anything you're looking to do. You can't go after your goals. You can't go to work. Like, it's block one of the pyramid of life. You need to look after you first.
Exactly.
True.
Exactly. So Angie, I hope you're still here. I just realized that we pulled a card for you, but didn't get a chance to read it to you. You got the Six of Air, which are things are looking up. This will be the end of the difficult situation. Take a trip.
Take a trip.
Take a trip. The Six of Air. How wonderful. I mean, it was like right on. We were talking about getting out and doing something, going fishing. That son, man, he loved fishing. But that was for Angie. Rebecca just donated, so we're gonna go ahead and give her a card. We just read her message, and it says ego, a false sense of entrapment, what if land, being overly focused and needs not to focus on negative or fear-based thoughts.
Right there.
So spot on with that one. It's like, and I think it's funny that it says ego. I wish it had called it something else. Don't worry, guys. I'm making my own tarot deck. It's the third one, but I think that that card could have been called something else other than ego. Anything else with that?
Yep. Yeah, I hear you.
Because we do create our own false sets. We entrap ourselves in our own world. That's why I tell people to open their minds to explore something new and something bigger.
Yeah.
Because we like to learn.
Yes,
And
we do.
Squirrel's going to make us learn this season. Guys, season 2's around the corner.
Very excited about that. It's going to be awesome.
September 25th at 6 p.m. Eastern, our very first show coming out. You guys will be able to see the listings of all the shows coming out right now. At this time, we've got 17 shows going live, 4 shows per day, 5 nights a week. So You guys are going to have a lot to choose from. I hope you guys enjoy all these beautiful shows coming out. Our psychics are coming back. Our season oneers are coming back, guys. I know you've been missing them, but we're back.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a lot of fun with you guys. Again, we've got new YouTube content coming out, so guys, check that out. We've got some new stuff that's going to be on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitch. So guys, get ready for that. We've got some new stuff coming out. All right.
All good things.
Well, let's keep it going. Who is next? Because right after this, we're going to have another yes/no round. So what do we got? Eileen says, will I meet someone who truly loves me, loves and respects me soon? So when it comes to meeting someone, it's showing me here that you have to go outside of your typical circle. So being in the social groups that you're in, you're not going to find that person that you're looking for. It's time to expand. It's a lot, get out and do something different. Online dating, you're not going to find what you're looking for at this moment. If you're waiting for somebody on online dating, you're going to be waiting almost a year. You'll date some people, but it won't be for long periods of time, and it's not what you're looking for. You're not looking for that short term. You're looking for someone that's going to respect you and be there on the long-term scale. Doing so, you would be able to do that quicker physically. Meeting someone outside of your friend group, meeting someone outside of their friend groups. You need to start exploring. Allow yourself, maybe go dancing. We'll take a little page out of Angie's reading. Going dancing. Change your coffee shop. Go to a different grocery store. Allow yourself to do something different. You need to change and expand from the current circle that you're in, because right now, I can tell you right now, you feel stuck and you feel like nothing's going to change. Don't keep yourself doing the same thing. You can't expect change if you're doing the same exact thing every damn day. It becomes repetitive. So you keep doing it. Change it up. I'm going to go to this gas station on this side of town. She goes, I have it for a long time. Get yourself out there, sweetheart. It's time. And thanks for the emojis. But the thing is that I want to see you expand your friend rings too. You know, it's time to meet some new people. It's time to go out for lunch. It's time to maybe have a dinner, have a brunch, have fun and change it up, because that's what you're needing. All right.
Very nice.
Good. That was a good energy. Even though she is looking for love, it still had a positive. There was a positive message. But what we forget sometimes is that we are our own obstacle. If we are not doing the work in which we need in order to get to our destinations, we're not going to get them. And A, they can either, get pushed back, or B, they can get completely wiped out of the equation and something different will happen. That's why readings can change. It depends on you and your actions, and some things that you like. I had a guy who's like, oh, we're going to get a job. I'm going to get a job. I was like, yeah, you're going to get a job. But here, let me tell you, this interview you're going in, if you don't go in there with all of everything you were going to get after I told you, you're not going to get it. So that's your give them all you got.
Yep.
He went in there and gave him all he got. He got the job. He's like, I almost just did it casually. I was like, yeah, no. You have to go in there with the same energy. Even though you may get a glimpse of what's to come, if you affect your own energy, you're going to change it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%.
Psychic 101, guys. Psychic 101.
Life doesn't happen to us.
Number one, you are your power.
Very true.
All right. Hello, Destiny. She says, hello, beautiful people. How are you doing? Miss you guys. Destiny season 2 is around the corner.
Woo!
All right. You guys are going to be able to see all these beautiful psychics having a lot of fun. Guys, make sure we're sharing out far and wide as we can. Send this out to your brother, your mother, your sister, your cousins, your friends. Let's get us out there. We're going to try to get to as many questions as we possibly can tonight. And We are now at our yes/no rounds, guys. So let's go ahead and start seeing those yes/no questions. This is round 2 of the yes/no questions. All right. Loving these new banners, guys. Loving these new
Yes,
banners.
absolutely lovely. So much fun. I'm excited for yes/no round again.
Exactly. Let's get those questions out. And Destiny did a whoop whoop for us.
Yay, miss you, girl.
All right. So we're starting to see some of the yes/no questions come through. All right, guys, you can post as many yes/no questions as you want. We're only going to be able to say yes, no, or maybe so. No, just kidding. I decided another one.
Oh, I have a quick joke while we're waiting for them to come in. Do you have time for a quick joke?
Absolutely. Always got time for a quick joke.
Okay. Why did Einstein invite time to his wedding?
I don't know. Why?
Because time is relative.
I like that one.
So if you guys have watched Cassidy the Card Slinger do the card of the day, you know that she always tells you guys about these certain things about, what's happening today or what day it is for, like, what was it? Margarita Day, and then there was
yesterday was Black Cat Appreciation Day.
Yes, see, things like that. So what is today's? By chance.
Oh my gosh.
I can't remember. Even though we were there doing the card of the day. And
I'll have it for you after the yes/no round.
Okay. All right. Well, the yes/no round is starting. I'm seeing the questions pop in, so let's go get that timer started. Here we go.
All right, who we got first? We have Pooja. She says, will I find an appropriate job in Bangalore City? Undetermined.
Right. And I have Pooja. Should I get distance from my connection with Naman? Absolutely, yes.
All right. Firefly. Hey. We'll see reach out first. No.
Cindy, am I in the verge of some blessings? Yes.
All right. For the stars, did my ex start dating my ex-friend to spite me? Yes.
All right. So we got Kelly. Says, will the car, Rainy got last through the first term at college? Ooh, undetermined.
Love these. Allison, will I get a new job this year? Yes.
All right. Pooja again. We're together, Pooja. Will I find an appropriate job in Bangalore City? Undetermined.
We got Debbie. It says, would like to know, am I going to meet a new love soon in 2023? No.
Allison, will my friend Tim, nope, not doing that one. That's a legal question. Next, please. Thank you. Firefly, is there still unfinished business with N? Yes.
That face. Debbie, will I win the lottery? No.
All right. Kelly, will my brother try to make my pups for me? I'll try to take my pup. I said try to make. I'm like, what? I confused myself. My bad, Kelly. No.
Cindy, will all my struggles lead to blessings soon? Undetermined.
All right. Debbie, will I move? No.
Allison, will I get a new vehicle this year? Yes.
Destiny, will Hunter come to England in October? Yes.
Pooja, should I consider to pursue CFA course? It cut me off when I answered her.
Dun, dun,
That's
dun!
cool. She and I were together through that whole round. Can I give her that answer?
Yes, we'll give her that one. Go ahead.
It was a yes.
Okay.
Couldn't do that to her, man.
Some of those
When I clicked,
some of those are so tricky because
mhm,
there was if just for future for the yes no questions, if there's
mhm,
multiple things in place in your question,
yep.
it makes it very difficult to answer, especially with a term like soon is I'm looking at it and I'm like, what does soon mean to you, or
Different for everybody.
yes, it's tricky because it's like you start getting all this information about the different things weaved into these great questions, and then it's like, huh.
But Debbie did give us the time limit on her soon when she
Yes,
put 2023.
She did.
Exactly. So great.
That does
Yes.
help.
Very well done on that one. That does give us a time frame to work in, and it's easier to get a definitive answer.
Absolutely. Guys, do remember legal and medical questions cannot be answered, not even in our yes-no rounds. We will not touch them. We will move on. As Cassidy had shown that she cannot answer that. That was a legal question. So, guys, make sure you guys are exactly. Make sure we are paying attention to it so that way we don't get in trouble. Guys, we are worldwide, and there are some countries we just cannot answer those questions in. So we do not allow anybody to ask those questions because it is not legal for us to do so. So, even certain states, if you're in the U.S. So,
Truth.
Oh, no, Allison, that wasn't a direct to you, honey. I was letting everybody in the room know because there was a couple. It wasn't just you, sweetie. So it was like, sorry, I asked a legal question. My brain wasn't thinking laugh out loud. It's good. Good. We just like to remind you every now and then. And guys, don't forget, you guys can leave reviews. If go to journeyryan.com, hit review, and fill out the information. Give us a great review. We want to see all those beautiful reviews and see how your guys' readings are turning out so other people can know how our readings are turning out for you guys. So we're looking forward to seeing those beautiful reviews.
Definitely.
All right. Are we ready for some more questions?
Definitely. Yes, let's do this.
Let's do it. We're going on with Cassidy. Who do we got?
All right, here we have Firefly Magic. She says, "Hi, Journey.
Hi.
Why is the Aries holding regular back contact with me? Holding back on regular contact with me? Newer connection. I'm going to go with that, my dear. Hope that is correct. So why is the Aries holding back on regular contact with you? It's a newer connection. Thanks. All right, let's take a look at what's going on for this particular Aries and why they are holding back from regular contact. All right. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, okay. This is what I want to say first, my dear, is it's not you. It doesn't have to do with you because I'm looking at how this individual is feeling about you, and they seem to be quite excited about this connection. Looking forward to seeing you again and willing to kind of put in the work to cultivate something meaningful. But when I'm asking what's impacting the ability for regular communication, I have the 10 of Cups reversed, I have the King of Swords in the reverse, and I have the Tower reversed, as well as the 10 of Wands. So whether that means anything or not to you, however, what I want to say is they are going through some stuff right now. This is why I'm saying it doesn't have to do with you. And you can always say if it's important, people will make the time, but that's only a privilege when the proverbial shit has not hit the fan type thing. I think they're dealing with a lot going on in their personal life. It does seem to be related to their family, and it has hit very suddenly. And I just feel for this person at this time, and I feel like they've had to be really pulled away from their regular way of communicating and acting around you. So I want to say this connection. That is a really quick bell, but thank you so much for your question, my dear. I hope that was helpful. And
gotta love the bell. All right, guys. Since Destiny's here to watch us this time, I just got the bell. Oh yeah. Chicken, chicken. You got to add all the little things that she puts in there.
I love it.
All right, guys, we've got an emoji winner. Jocelyn S., you are our winner
Woo!
tonight. All right, good stuff. All right, you have just won 3 readings with all of us. So here we go. We're going to start off with Cassidy, go to Squirrel, and then myself.
All right. Well, congratulations, my dear, for winning the emoji contest, and thank you so much for all of your active support here this evening. So I'm going to just go ahead and lay. I do actually happen to have here, just in case, I have my ridiculous deck on board. So I'm gonna do a quickie from there, and then I've got my other oracle here. So let's take a look at what the message is for you, our wonderful winner tonight. Okay, this deck cracks me up, and I don't think I've used it since the last time I was on this show. So let me just grab my other cards on here quickly. Okay. Here we go, and one more. Okay, wow. So, my dear, the first thing that comes to mind, so I'll just show you the cards I have here. I have the Annihilation Puppy. I have the Double Caveman, looking like such. And then I have, I don't actually know what this is, but it's called the Fruitus. This creature going on here. So that's from my ridiculous deck. And then for my not so ridiculous, I have Vision, I have Denial in reverse, and I have Beauty. So what is the message I have for you this evening, my dear? I feel like you are divided about a decision that has quite a large impact for you in your life. And it looks like there's a fair bit of tension in terms of either side of this, like either outcome from whichever decision, whatever option you choose to make. This Double Caveman, I mean, it literally looks like you're being pulled in 2 different directions, or needing to almost separate yourself to deal with the situation that you find yourself in. Both of them do seem to have their own attractive qualities around them, but it looks like you're quite undecided at this time. This Denial card in reverse here, in relation to this decision that you are needing to make, slash it could just be in general as well, what truth are you not letting yourself see? That Denial in reverse and Vision and Beauty. It's kind of like there is something shiny that is clouding your ability to see something for what it is, or to get all of the information that you need in order to move forward or make this decision. It's like there's been either a promise or something sold to you that we don't have the full picture in view to be able to make this decision and to be able to move forward. This Beauty card here, I'm not saying you're not run from things that look attractive or good for you, but also listen to, it's Vision, but it's also says Aphrodite on it, and you have this beautiful woman standing in front of the moon, where it's like intuitively you know something you're not listening to, my darling. And I think you should stop doing that. I think you should really tap back in and tune into what it is you're not admitting to yourself, because it's a truth that's going to continue to either eat away at you or divide you until you can, what's the word? Like fix it, I guess is what I want to say, within yourself. So that is the message I have for you, my dear. I'm going to pass you on over to Squirrel. But congratulations again for winning the emoji game, and thanks for all of your support.
All right, Jocelyn, congratulations for winning. I've got my human spirit cards here, and the first one I've got is Hot Head in reverse. So it is in reverse, but it feels like a lot of little things are getting under your skin and annoying you. You just want to shake the shit out of somebody, like on a regular basis here, because you're not letting yourself just say stop it, to other people. So you're feeling a little hot-headed, but you're tamping it down. I think a really good way of getting out of your own skin is to get out of your own house. I've got hot homebody here in reverse, and she's like, her house has grown so small that she's growing out of it, type of thing. And in the upright position, it's like, yeah, if you like being home, stay home, who cares? But in this case, I don't think you're getting out enough. You're not allowing yourself to have any fun. You don't have to spend money to get out of the house. Take a walk, Go pick some flowers. Go look at the neighborhood dogs. Like, ooh, what kind of dog is that? And look them up on your phone, type of thing. Check out the bugs in the grass, anything. Or get out and go have fun, even if you have to spend money. Sometimes we hold on and hold on and hold on that we get no kind of release. And you don't want to go into that moment where you're like spending everything because you haven't spent anything in 6 months. Okay. Get out, have some fun. That'll really, really help you ground and even out the temper, because it feels like you're getting annoyed quite often. Another thing, stop being so annoyed with yourself. Look what I got for you. Baby, I'm a star. Look how beautiful that card is. Start seeing who you are and start shining to let other people see you too. Okay? Don't hide in your house anymore. And I'm going to pass you on the journey.
All right. What beautiful reading so far. Look at all this good stuff you got for all those beautiful emojis you posted out there. Let's go ahead and pull some cards here from the Sacred Forest. And so your very first card is Transcending. This is your time. It's time for change. It's time for growth. I think Squirrel was just telling you, don't hide in your house. Don't hide in your house. Get out of it. Do something. Make a change. Cassidy was saying the same thing. It's time for change. Let's move forward. Let's transcend into something awesome. Not that you're not already awesome, but there's nothing wrong with being a little bit more awesomer. And that's not a real word, but I just put it out there. Awesomer. So be more awesomer. All right? Let's go here with miracles. The things that will change for you when you allow yourself to move forward, allowing yourself to open up. It's going to feel like a miracle, but the miracle is you. You're allowing yourself to let these changes happen, transcending into something more beautiful, changing. Like I said, the more awesomer you are, the better things are going to get. And what you feel is a miracle is really just you allowing yourself to live. You're allowing yourself to live. So the miracle is keeping you from being in the house. Get out, do something. Even if it's a walk in nature, even if it's a walk in the park, going to the ocean, going to a lake, going to the river, going fishing, doing something. Playing music. Doesn't have to always be outside. You can play music. Go see a concert. Go to the movies. Do something. Educate yourself. There's great things in education. There are a lot of things that you want to learn, and I feel that you're somebody who wants to learn different things. You've stunted yourself on your growth for learning. Allow yourself to grow and open the mind. And with that is power. By doing this, you're going to empower yourself. How wonderful is this? So the transcending energy that is moving you forward is changing you into something more. Allow yourself to grow, to get those miracles. So those miracles, again, are from you. So don't be the person that stops you from growing. Don't be the person that stops you from learning. Don't be the person that stops you from walking out your house. By doing all these things, you're going to receive the power and what you deserve and what you need in order to continue on that path of growth, transcending. I can't talk. Damn it, Squirrel. Why do you teach me this language? Why did you teach me this language? I never used to do this, but now you've taught me this new language. Anyway, but I really see this beautiful growth with you and allowing yourself to just grow in that way. You're going to, again, you're going to feel like it's a miracle. The miracle is you. Live your life the way you want to. Okay? And you'll have all the power you need by doing so. Thank you so much for all the beautiful emojis.
Congratulations.
All right. We got time for a couple more tonight. So what were you going to say, Squirrel? I saw it in your face.
My goal is to have the entire world speaking squirrel.
But the thing is, if we all speak it, we'll all understand it.
Right?
Maybe we already are speaking someone's squirrel from hundreds of years ago.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Back then it was elf squirrel. Now it's just squirrel.
Yes.
All right. You gotta love it though. You gotta love it. Because what was it the other night? You were like, damn it.
I could not spit it out. And he understood every word I said.
Yes, it was great. It was great. I was like, oh yeah. And she's like, you understood that? I was like, I'm learning squirrel real good.
That's like one of the Looney Tunes.
Yes. Porky Pig.
Pork, thank you. Yes.
Deep, 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 deep.
Yes, exactly. That's it.
He stole it from Squirrel. He stole it from Squirrel.
He did.
She
I'm telling you.
She taught him everything he knows.
Beautiful.
Love it. I hope you get royalties for that.
I do not.
Giving it away for free. I
They're
understand.
sending them to me back then. So I haven't received them yet.
Oh, so it's like time and didn't like it? Your joke with time?
Right.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Everybody else is like, what the hell are they talking about? Squirrelism. I was trying to use it. I love it. Speaking of squirrelism, let's get to our next question with Squirrel. I should have said PPD squirrel.
Did I? I swear I answered this question.
You did.
Okay.
Yep.
So I wasn't just looped in time.
Nope.
No.
Y'all don't understand. I could have. It's like, was that tomorrow or yesterday? All right. We got 4 of the stars. Hi, honey. She says, I left an abusive relationship 2 years ago. Will I meet anyone in the next year or 2? That's a very good question. Let's see. Not just a will I, but let's see. Oh, okay. So it's not going to be quick. You are still doing a great deal of healing, but I have to tell you, what I feel here, you are every day trying, but you still have it's PTSD. That kind of abuse. My hugs, every hug I have right now inside of me to you. What you survived, what you went through, it comes back at you. Like you'll turn around and you'll be thinking, oh, this is great. I'm going to make a new friend. And it bites you and you're like, no, stay away because you've been hurt so horribly. But you're making baby steps, big steps, progress. But you're still in the pull away. This hurts. Don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. You've got some more healing to do. I wouldn't say it would be within the next 2 years because you were through hell, honey, and I mean hell. But if you can do a little more healing so you don't run away, so that you don't hear something out of one person's mouth and think it's being said by the asshole who abused you. She said, yes, I have PTSD. It's very flipping real. And so that you don't transfer what he did to you onto what a new man did to you, when you can get to that point, oh, honey, yes, you will find love. Give yourself time and get to that point where you can take what this beautiful, loving man has to offer you, because you are lovable. So right now you're still scared. Oh, honey, to you.
Oh, beautiful message.
That was a great message. It's always hard. PTSD is not. People think that people can just get over that stuff. It takes years and years of therapy. And even then, it can come back. It's a door that sometimes doesn't get closed.
It's hard to close it. It really is. And something really, like, I don't know the word, damn it, But somebody can say something in the most loving manner, and if that jackass said it at all, you're like, yeah, I hate that people could do that to other people.
Yeah.
She says, "Thank you, my love to you,
For the
honey."
stars. All right, guys, we are coming to the close of our show. I'm going to go ahead and take the next reading, and then we will do one last yes no round, guys. So let's go ahead and get me my question. Who do I got? Morningstar, do y'all think the world will actually change on an Okay, on a pop, an apocalyptic, gosh, I can't speak today, level, or is it the buzz that's designed to keep people in panic mode? So I'm going to tell you from different perspectives, from different groups, the world has been ending since it started. So it just depends on, do you believe in the rhetoric that's happening? Do you feed that fire? Because it is a fire. I mean, I remember my grandmother telling me about the church telling them when she was a young kid that the world was ending. Now, mind you, my grandma's in her 90s, and clearly the world is still here. We were told that Y2K was going to wipe us out. We were told that, there are so many things that we're being told, but the world continues to keep moving forward. Don't go forward with the rhetoric. Don't participate in things that we know the rights and wrongs of. So to move forward to say that this is an apocalypse, no, this is not the apocalypse. Trust me, you would know if we were there. We're nowhere near it. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't believe in all that stuff. Yes, people like to heighten, get everybody all wound up. It's really seriously mainly for attention. There's a lot of attention that people get out of that because people do fear that. So allow yourself that, understanding, what's right, you know what's wrong. Don't participate in things that you know that are wrong. But I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself. I'm just saying don't participate in the bad things. You're going to hear a lot of talk. You're going to hear some people that the world's going to be here forever. And you're going to hear some people that say the world's dying tomorrow. We're never promised tomorrow. We're just never promised tomorrow. So, I hear things all the time, and I've seen my own versions of different things, and we're not even near that time. It's not the right time.
Right.
We will grow, and just like when World War II happened, they thought that was the apocalypse.
Absolutely.
So we go through things as we grow as individuals, as we grow as a society, as we grow as a planet, we're going to have these big things that do happen, but it doesn't make it the end of the world. It just another learning curve that we clearly kept touching the fire. Now we're getting burned. We learn from our mistakes. We do. We were put here for a reason.
Yep.
And you'll find out when you get your chance. Everybody gets to find out eventually.
I'll drink to that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here's to that. All right, guys, it is time for our yes no round. Guys, place as many yes no questions as you possibly can. We're going to try to get to as many of them as possible. All right, are we ready for our last yes no round? I can't believe this show's already over. It flew by. It doesn't even feel like I've been here for 2 hours.
No, it's been an absolute blast. And I said I was going to say it earlier, but today is, fun fact, National I Love My Feet Day. So,
ooh, that sounds like it would be changed into OnlyFans Day because that's what they
a
put
little
on
bit, right? I might just give myself a pedicure or something, or something like that.
Let's do that.
I didn't even tell my joke.
What's your joke? We're ready for it.
So, and no, I am Polish, part of descent, but this is not a Polak joke. Okay.
Okay.
We got these yellow light bulbs in our house and they're driving me nuts. I can't see. I can't tell. Like, this is supposed to be a pink shirt. Look, it's gold. It is pink. I swear to God. So I asked my mom, if I can reach it, can I change the light bulb in this room? And she just rolled her eyes at me and she said, no, you'll just screw it up.
Oh, that's very cute. Aw. My cheeks always hurt after I'm on a show with you guys.
I know, right here. Right here. All right, guys, we are at our yes-no round, so we're going to start taking these yes-no questions. We're going to start the clock right now.
All right, who have we got up first? We've got Kelly. Will I travel next year? Yes.
Exciting. Kelly, will I move this year? Yes.
Kelly, is my son with me during these trying times? Yes.
Pooja, should I find a job where I am living right now? Undetermined.
Dang. Pooja, does my connection with N eventually succeed? Yes.
Elijah says, will I get my daughter back without my mom taking me down trying? Undetermined.
Allison, will my estranged pregnant daughter talk to me again? Yes.
Allison, is my pregnant daughter going to have a girl? Medical pregnancy. I'm going to go to the next question. Love you, Allison. Allison, will I find a man to spend the rest of my life with this year? No, honey.
All right. Kelly, will I get a new lawnmower? Yes.
What's that? Allison, does my son miss me? Yes.
All right. Kelly, will Brene get a boyfriend? Undetermined.
Ooh. All right, guys, let's see some more of those wonderful questions. We got some more yes-no time before that bell rings. Don't make me sing. All right. Elijah says, does my daughter miss me? Yes.
Allison, does my daughter miss me? Yes.
One second. Oh, you got him for me. Thank you.
Yes.
Kelly says, will Brene have a safe ride home? Yes. I love these cards.
Jenny, am I going to get a job this month? Yes.
Allison, does my ex-husband say crap about me to my estranged kids? No.
Kelly, will I make some money to get through the rest of the year? No.
Oh, no. Oh.
But
Now, what was that? There was one question on here that I saw that triggered something for me to say. Now I can't find the damn question. Damn it. Damn it. Next time I'll star it because it was like something that I could have added something to that afterwards, but it would have been for everyone.
can I add something to Kelly's question?
What's that?
Because it was a no. But just because we tell you no, it just means that's the way things are going. So
Right.
figure out what the hell is in the way and make it a yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Guys, we have come to the close of our show. We've come to the close of the show, guys. This has been such a great time with you guys. I've had so much fun. Ladies, how about you?
An absolute
yeah.
blast. Yes, Fridays are
I
always so much
love
fun.
connecting with everybody. Love connecting with everybody. Guys, ignore the trolls. We've seen a couple in there. Don't worry about them. We block them as we go, as we see them. So if you get bothered by a troll, don't answer. We will take care of that problem. All right. Well, we are going to say our goodbyes. We're going to start off with Cassidy, hit up Squirrel, and then I will close out the show. Guys, let's start it up. Let's do it.
Yes, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight here. Fridays are always a blast, and thank you to Journey for having me here on his Journey and Friends show. It's always so much fun, and I really missed hanging out with everybody and doing shows. So stay tuned, guys. End of September, season 2 is going to start, so don't miss that. And my show will be back on Thursday nights. Also, check out, I will shamelessly plug my Card of the Day series. It's over on our YouTube channel. It's a YouTube exclusive, and every single day I post a video of my card of the day, whether it's an oracle deck, tarot deck, Lenormand deck, whatever I've got on my table. Always really neat messages that come through. So check that out. And I'll also tell you what the National Fun Holiday is for the day. Also, tons of other great stuff going on the YouTube channel. There's daily content, weekly content, and a whole bunch of cool new stuff coming up as well. So make sure you're subscribed over there and spending some time with all of the wonderful content that is coming out on this beautiful channel. But until next time, guys, I am Cassidy the Card Slinger signing off, and thank you so much for a wonderful Friday night.
You guys, I'm so glad to be here with Journey and Friends. You know how much I love to be with y'all. Thank you for all the great questions. Thank you, Journey and Cassidy, for making me have such a beautiful night with my friends and Journey's friends. And y'all, definitely be prepared for season 2 coming at the end of September, because my Psychic Connection is going to blow y'all away. It is going to be off the charts. So good night. See you soon. Love you. Bye.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, for being here. Guys, this has been wonderful. Guys, make sure you guys are tuning in 4 days a week right now. We have got 10 o'clock shows. We've got, here we go. We've got Kay, the Intuitive Empath. We've also at 10 p.m. on Mondays. Now, mind you guys, all those shows are at 10 p.m. that I'm talking about. We've got Energy, the Metaphysical Crone. We've got We Psychics 3 and the Cackling Witch's Den with Psychic Rose, guys. Those are all at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's Monday through Thursday. And then Journey and Friends, 8 o'clock, right here on My Psychic Connection. Ladies, this has been a wonderful treat to be here.
Oh,
Always so much fun.
and this Monday, the story of Virgo after Psychic
Yes.
Kay, the Intuitive Empath. Yeah.
And guys, don't forget to check out Squirrels, Transits and You. I know she didn't plug that, but we need to talk about that because
They're
it's
epic.
absolutely amazing. So, guys, make sure you guys are checking those out. Guys, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for being here, and to the audience and everybody asking those beautiful questions. We appreciate you all. We will see you guys all again starting Monday with Kay, the Intuitive Empath, 10 p.m. Eastern. Guys, check it out. Great show, and a lot of wonderful shows following right behind it. And then we've got a great new season coming out for you guys. So many shows. It just feels like so little time, but we're having a good time while we're doing it. Guys, have a great night, and we'll see you again on Monday. Bye.